Okay. I didn't think it was that many. Book haul. G'day to all you lovely people and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kathy and today I'm going to show you all the books that I bought in 2023 so far. I really didn't think it was that many, but seeing them all together, I realized that, yeah, I underestimated by quite a bit just how many books I bought this year. I have slowed down, no doubts about it, thankfully, but still, this is a lot of books. And as usual, I'm going to ask you guys to have a guess at how many books you think I have here. You might be surprised at the number. I certainly was. You can probably see some of them because they're just piled in front of me. Wow. Okay. Because I have so many to get through, I'm just going to get started and I'll probably start with paperbacks. I should also point out that I have more books coming, so I'll have to do another book haul, maybe in the new year, just to show you everything that I bought in 2023. Okay, the first author I'm going to start with, because I have quite a few books just by one author, is Terry Pratchett. Yeah, I have been loving the Discworld books so much, and I had already bought, I think, 18, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to buy the lot. Oh dear. So I did. They're not all here yet, so I'll have to show you the others when they come in. But for now, I have, are you ready? 18 Discworld books. Wow, such a lot. Okay, the first one is this. Thud. Monstrous Regiment. The Truth. The Fifth Element. Carpe Jugulum. The Last Continent. Jingo. Hogfather. Feet of Clay. Wow, okay, this is a lot of books. The Shepherd's Crown, which I believe is the last Discworld book. Making Money. A Hatful of Sky. Raising Steam. Snuff. Winter Smith. Going Postal. I'm looking forward to reading this one. Night Watch. And Thief of Time. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. That is 18. I think I have another 5 to come, and then I've got the whole set. Where I'm going to put them is another question. I've had to rearrange some of my books on my paperback shelves because I've run out of room. But I don't regret. No, I don't regret buying them. I have loved them so much and I know I will want to reread them. And I am just in love with these covers. I think they are gorgeous. I have actually 4 hardcovers and I always buy hardcovers, but I just don't like them. So I've decided I'm going to sell those and I'm going to get everything in paperback, so at least it's a matching set. It's such a shame because hardcovers are always better in my opinion. They last longer, they look good. I just don't like the artwork, but these are marvelous. I think so anyway. So that is 18 just there. Wow. Okay, let's move on because I've got a lot of books to get through still. Okay, I had to move some books because I've got no room. That just tells you I've got way too many books here, right? Yeah. Okay. The next one is the second book in this series by John Gwynne. I really want to read it. I'm not sure if I did the right thing, because if I don't like the first book, I'll regret that I bought the second. But I think at the time I just wanted to get another book, so I bought it. I'm really hoping I love this series. I've heard very good things about it. I have no idea though when I'm going to get to it. And this is another series which I ended up buying all the books in, though I haven't read any. So I'm really hoping I'll love this series as well. It's part of the Hyperion series by Dan Simmons, science fiction, I believe. And these are the other books in the series. This one is The Fall of Hyperion, The Rise of Endymion, I think that's right, and Endymion. These are mass paperbacks, which most of my paperbacks are, but I just don't like the size of these. They're usually thicker, and of course they're much shorter than your general paperbacks that you can buy today. Still, this is all I could find this series in, so I bought them. And let's hope I love it too, right? Yeah. Now this is a trade paperback. It is called The Tea Ladies by Amanda Hampson, an Australian author. And the reason I was drawn to this is because the cover looks like the books by Richard Osman in the Thursday Murder Club. And it is a mystery as well, or a murder mystery where apparently the tea ladies resolve it or solve it. I haven't read it yet, and I've heard that there's another one coming out, but I'm looking forward to trying it. And I do really like supporting Australian authors. So I guess you guys will find out if I liked it or not. The next two books, one of my carers very kindly thought of me when she was at, I think in the States they're called the Little Library, and in Australia we call them the street libraries. She was, I think, at a shopping centre and brought some books back for me, which I thought was so kind of her. And I haven't read either of these authors. I don't know what they're like, except that they are both crime fiction. And the first is The Hangman's Song by James Oswald. If you guys have read him, let me know if you think I'll like him, because you know I do like murder mysteries, right? And the second one is Jeffrey Deaver, The Never Game. Again, an author I haven't read, so I'm kind of excited about trying them, and I hope I really love them. I also bought The Survivors by Jane Harper. She is also an Australian author. I have read 2 of her books. I think I own 4 altogether now, and I'm hoping I'll like this one. I like her books. I love her writing. I just don't find her mysteries as skillful as some. Regardless, I'm hoping that I'll enjoy this one, because I did enjoy the others. I just got frustrated with the resolutions. And this author, I was at my bookshop buying books, of course, and the shop assistant told me that this book, 0 Days by Ruth Ware, was on special. So I could get this and I could get this one for free. And I thought, oh, it's a free book, so of course I'm going to get it. I don't know if other people are like that, but I am a sucker when it comes to getting free books. So I bought these 2. Oops. I bought these 2 because I haven't tried her and I've been wanting to try her. Ruth Ware, The It Girl and 0 Days. This next book was a gift by my best friend for my birthday, and it is also signed by the author. It is The Bookbinder of Jericho by Pip Williams. I actually own, I think it's the first book she wrote, or another book that came out recently. It's called The Book of Words, I think. So I thought, oh, I definitely have to read these, but I haven't got around to it yet. And the next author is somebody my cousin recommended, though she told me I'd probably like his earlier books first. It is Harlan Coben. So I bought this, The Innocent, which was on special, I think. And because I am a sucker when it comes to specials, they had 2 for $25 hardcovers. So I bought another 2 Harlan Coben books. This one is Win, and the last is The Boy from the Woods. I really hope I like this author because now I have 3 books by him. I guess we will find out in due course when I get in the mood to read more mysteries. This book, I fell in love with the cover. I don't often buy a book just because I love the cover, but I know that this author is very well respected. I have not read her. I own several of her books and I want to read her, but isn't it just beautiful? It's The Wind Knows My Name by Isabelle Allende. Gorgeous. Now this next series, because we've moved on to hardcovers now, right? This next series, I own 2 already in trade paperback, and then I found one of the books on special in hardcover, so I bought it. And the 3rd book was cheaper in hardcover, so I bought that, and I thought, okay, I've got to now replace the trade paperbacks. I do that all the time. I wish I didn't, because it means now I've got 2 books in this series that are trade paperbacks, and the rest are in hardcover. But they were a good price, and I really like Sapkowski. I love his Witcher series, and I'm hoping I love this one just as much. It is, I think, called the Hussiet trilogy or something like that. It's 3 books. This is the first book, The Tower of Falls, in hardcover. This is the 2nd book, Warrior of Gods. And this is the final, The Light Perpetual. I've been thinking about reading this recently, but there's just so many things I want to read and I don't know when I'll get around to it. I guess whenever I get in the mood, right? Yeah. I've mentioned before that I just love Louise Penny's Inspector Gamache series, and I bought a few of her books last year, but these are the only 2 I bought this year. World of Curiosities, which I think is the last book in the series so far, and The Madness of Crowds. I think I have the last 8 or 9 of her books. I'm having a lot of trouble getting hold of her earlier ones, which is such a shame. Probably because they're just, well, the hardcovers anyway, are just not as common in Australia. But I'm going to persevere because I'd like to complete the set. I really love her books. I've read 10 so far. I haven't read all the hardcovers I've got yet, but when I get in the mood, I'll probably just whiz through them because they are very easy reads and I just love her characters so much. Highly recommend her if you haven't read Louise Penny. Last year, this next book was one of my favorite reads, and I am in love with this author and buying everything I can find of his. I had this in paperback and I gave it to my friend because I wanted the hardcover. So, Dark Matter. Like most of my hunting for books, I always wait until they're on special and I feel I'm getting a bargain. And I had to wait quite a while to get this, but I will definitely reread it. It is a wonderful book. I highly recommend it if you haven't read it. If you like kind of science fiction or speculative fiction, I'm not even sure if it falls within that genre, but it is very cleverly written and I could not put this one down. I've done a review on it if you're interested, but I'm so pleased I now have it in hardcover. I'm having to reshuffle books because I've run out of room. This next bunch of books are all by the same author. My friend Jacqueline put me on to her and I really loved the first 4 books. That's all I've read so far. So I thought I'm going to start buying them. Again, I'm having trouble with the earlier books because they came out quite a while ago. And I've got a few more on order, but I'm hoping to get at least the first because there's 30, I'm hoping to get at least the first 20, though I haven't got anywhere near that many here, thankfully. So we'll start off with this one, which is Sizzling 16. These are the Stephanie Plum books by Janet Evanovich. I'm really enjoying her series and I think I will reread these because they're just so much fun and light-hearted and entertaining and easy to read as well. Then I've got Fearless 14. I'm missing 15, but I've got that one now on order. 12 Sharp, 11 on Top, To the Nines, Hard 8, and Hot 6. As you can see, I'm missing a few in between, but they're the ones that are now currently on order, and I should be getting them soon. I had to get them from England. This is another author that there just doesn't seem to be a lot of her books in Australia. Such a shame. Well, not in hardcover anyway. And I have found the hardcovers are not a bad price, which is why I wanted to get them. Though, yeah, it's 30 books altogether. Seriously, where am I going to put them all? Honestly, I think I need a new house just so I can fit all my books. And last but not least are a couple of classics, or 3 anyway. 2 are these gorgeous Chiltern classics. This one I think is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. Now I have all these books, but I cannot resist these little Chiltern classics. Every time I find one that I don't own, I end up buying it if I like the cover, and I really like these. The second one is also Jane Austen, Sense and Sensibility. Isn't it beautiful? If you haven't seen these before, they have gold and a ribbon. They're very heavy. The quality of the paper is excellent, and the writing isn't too small. The only thing I don't love about them is the paper is a little reflective, but not enough that it drives you crazy when you read them. But they're just so beautiful, and they look so good on the shelves. I can see myself reading these instead of some of the others that I've got. And the last one is a little heavy, so I'm going to give you a screenshot of it. I have not actually even removed the plastic. I won't do that until I read it, but I'm determined to read this at some point. And it is War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. It is the Everyman's Library edition. I've been eyeing it for a while, and I think I got it for myself for my birthday. It is one book, but it has been separated into 3 volumes. I don't know when I'm going to read it, perhaps next year. I just haven't been in that frame of mind this year. Still, I think this is a really beautiful copy of War and Peace, and I want to say one day that I've read it. Yeah, I just don't know when. So that is all the books that I bought. It's a hell of a lot, isn't it? Seriously, whoever thought I was under control this year? Counting them all up, I realise I'm really not. But I guess because I've been buying them in dribs and drabs, except for the Pratchett books, those I kind of got very close together. But most of them, it's been a book here, a book there, but put them all together, and have you guessed how many? It adds up to 49. Wow. Yeah, I should have bought one more just to make it around 50, right? But 49 is already a lot of books. Hopefully I will love all of them and I won't want to swap them or sell them, but you never know, right? It's all trial and error sometimes with books. Sometimes you find you love an author, sometimes you don't. Louise Foley, right? I've spoken about her many, many times, but she is definitely not an author for me. And surprisingly, it only needed one book for me to decide she wasn't for me. Whereas some authors I'm willing to give another go. Yeah, I'm going to think about why that is. I'm not sure. Perhaps because I just disliked a book so much that I thought, no, I'm not going to waste my time reading it. Who knows? Anyway, thank you guys for being so patient while I went through all these books that I bought. Now I would love to hear what books you have bought this year. And have I inspired you to read any of the books that I've shown you today? And you can let me know down in the comments, or you can contact me on Instagram. Thank you all so very much for watching. I really do appreciate all of you. And if you like this video, you can do the usual. You can like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, as it helps my channel to grow. I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Thursday Murder Club books by... Who is it by? You can like, comment and subscribe if you... Wow.